Last section we discussed the topic. Last section basic programs we discussed. Now we discuss the topic what is header file. When we go to the header file we will discuss. Okay, here we use the header file stdio.h. Stdio represents standard input output dot h means it's a header file. We should include this header file. Why we should include this header file? Because you want to print a hi message in the screen. So you just see that output. The output automatically prints it automatically prints in the corner position of the leftmost screen. It won't print here or there or right screen. It won't print anywhere. It will print automatically. It's in corner position. If you run once again, it will automatically prints the next portions of that previous output. So this kind of mechanism is returned in this printf function. If you if you want to print anything, if you write this mechanism and then you want to print a high function, anybody didn't go to C language because that's very tedious. So the programmers what they think that so the printf how it works, they return it's already they return that printf function is written in that header file. So you just call that header file, so then you can automatically use that printf functions. Not only printf function, printf, scanf, getch, lot of functions in that in header file. So how can we know that this in this header file lot of functions are there? So how can we, you just put it in front behind that, go, place the cursor near to yes and go to help, go to help menu, go to help menu and press topic search. So then it goes to the header file. So in this header file, these are all the functions are there. Suppose if you want to use fseek functions, then you should include this header file. You just click this function fseek. How fseek works? You maximize the screen, may maximize the screen. How fseek works is displays here. Example programs also here. For every commands, they will give the examples. Okay, once again I will tell, place the cursor for yes into yes and go to help menu and the topic space search. Then automatically lot of functions are there where in this header file what are the functions are there, all functions are displayed here. Okay, what function is that? Printf. I just click and click. Okay, in this printf lot of sub functions are there. C printf, f printf, bf printf, int printf, lot of functions are there. How it works, what is the example for that, everything is displayed here. Okay, if you want to you may use it. Okay, this is a header file. One more thing, how it is known as header file, we think that you just compile it. So in that compiling time, lines are compiled 313 is comes, but our code is 1 2 3 4 5 lines only we return, but the lines compiled 313 because these extra lines are read from this header file. So the first line, this header file, first it goes to the header file, it reads all the commands previously the programmers written. So it reads all the commands, the programmers who should return that commands is previously whatever commands is there it reads. So this hash is represents preprocessor active symbol. Suppose if you remove this hash, the line is automatically comes to the normal line. Now if you compile this program, now if you compile this program, right, sorry. So the lines of compiled is, the first line itself is a error. So this symbol is known as, this is the preprocessor active symbol. So whenever the line starts with the symbol, the line, automatically compiler knows that okay, this is a header file and it will go to the previously recorded file and it will search that file. That is the header file. Not only this header file, lot of header files are there. Math.h, conio.h, lot of header files are there. Okay, this is the header file. Okay, one more thing, we may represent this header file, not only this symbol, we may represent this also. This also runs, no issue. So then what is the difference between this and this means? No issue is there, it automatically runs. So sometimes you may create your user-defined header file. We will discuss later at the time that quotation will use. Okay, this is void main. Why we use void main? Actually, this is a turbo C++. This compiler only accepts void main, but most of the compiler didn't accept this void main. They accepts int main only. Int means this main functions return some integer value. Return means it gives some integer value. If you give int now, if you give int means if you after you compile the program, it will show the error because warning is there. Function should return a value. If you run the program, then it shows error. Then run the program. Okay, this is a turbo C compiler, so it's automatically takes no issue. But if you run this program in more other compiler, online compiler or other environment, it's definitely shows the error. If you put int main, then you put return 0 or 1. If it is return 0, then the program is in success. No issues there. So if it is in 1 means if this main block has any error, this 1 represents error. Okay, that is very deeply concept. So we will go to that after we discuss in the functions concept. You may understand the concepts very clear. So not just you know that if you put so the void main is accepts only in turbo C++ compiler only, but other compilers won't accept that void main. So it accepts int main only, that is recommendable. So that is a standard one. If it is int main, then you should use return line. This return of 0 represents that is success rate. That is that program is success. If you return of 1 means that program is a failure. It means if any error is in this main module, it will show the error. So this is the two topics we discussed. What is the purpose for header file and how what is the return function, return data type for main function.